Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Earthstar Tribrid. I am your host, the Earthstar Tribrid. We are doing another pick a card reading. This one is called How Does My Crush Feel About Me and Should I Make a Move? It is normal to have more than one crush, okay? It is normal because it is just a crush. And we're not talking like celebrity crushes. This is like real life. You know, you can see them in the flesh. You can talk to these people. It is that type of crush, alright? This is not a self-delusional fantasy, okay? This is somebody you talk to, there's some type of chemistry there, and it's giving you crush, okay? In that case, if you do have more than one crush, instead of saying, how does my crush, say, how does the person's name feel about me, and should I make a move, okay? With that being said, remember to always use your discernment and do what comes naturally to you. Not everything will resonate. If it doesn't fit, don't make it. Please keep your health in mind while doing any breathing exercises and don't overdo it. There are many ways to use your intuition. Some pick by their favorite color, number, stone, etc. Some go by the first thing that comes to mind or the first thing they see. It always depends on you. However, if you are new to your intuition, here are a few ways to activate it. 1. Make sure there are no distractions. 2. Pause the video during the selection period, which is around this time or right after I do the intro here. Sit still while facing the video. Close your eyes, clear your mind while repeating the title of the video. Again, if you have more than one crush, in order to focus on the one person in mind, so that way it's not a collective. I mean, you can do it as a collective, but if you want to do it specifically per crush, make sure you say, how does the person's name feel about me, and so on. Alright, so the first thing you can possibly do is take 3 to 5 deep breaths between repeating the title name. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. If you want to, you can always roll your neck from side to side. You know, when you exercise your neck and try to loosen it up and stuff, you roll it from side to side. This will help you relax and get you better connected. Once you have done that, make sure you have recentered your, like if you've been rolling your neck, make sure you center your head back. Open your eyes, and your eyes should fall upon a specific pile. Now, if your eyes fall in between two piles, whether it's above, below, or dead center, you might want to look into both of those piles. Also, if your eyes connect to one specific pile and happen to look in either direction down to other piles, you might want to look into those as well. The second way you can get more connected into your intuition is to close your eyes and cover them tightly with your hands. Make sure no light is entering that you can see. As you repeat the title of your video, do your breathing exercises, and eventually the shape and or color of the chosen stone will appear. This also will work when you're wanting to learn to align your chakras. A specific color will appear, and whatever color that is, look up into it if you don't know what the chakras are, and that will tell you which chakra you need to work on. It is normal to have more than one color or shape show up, and if that's the case, there's probably more than one pile that you need to choose. Okay? So with that being said, we have pile number 1 for the pink quartz. Pile number 2, Aventurine. Pile number 3 is the Lux Stone. Pile number 4 is the Amethyst. And pile number 5 is the Tiger's Eye. Alright, go ahead and take a moment and pause the video. 444 on the timer, I just looked. And I will see you on your chosen pile. Okay? See you in a little bit. Okay, and welcome back. We are on pile number 1, which is the pink quartz. And for how does my crush feel about me and should I make a move? We have time frames here. We're going to get into this after we go through this a little bit. We have feminine energy reverse, Mars, temperance, voodoo, disgust in reverse, divine twin, the rabbit zodiac, Chinese zodiac, the dog Chinese zodiac, the goat Chinese zodiac in reverse, narcissist, diligence, reckless spending, thrill ride in reverse, wrath, stalker, gossip, fertility, which is also earth, TikTok, and monad. Alright. So, from what I get up here, somebody could obviously be in masculine energy, whether it's female or male. Somebody, they see them as somebody who's in masculine energy. You also see them as somebody who doesn't overindulge. Like, this is moderate, does things in moderation. Now, with this one, even though it does say voodoo doll, I'm not getting the fact that somebody does do voodoo. I mean, they could, or you could. I'm getting more of somebody who is a little bit into the occult. Whether they dabble into it or, you know, they just watch documentaries onto it. 1 second. Okay. So for whatever it is, they are not disgusted by it. They don't feel disgusted by it. They do feel like you're like a divine match. Like you are the yin to their yang. That doesn't necessarily mean that you are a divine match. I mean, like if you watched the Who is My Divine Counterpart pick a card reading that I did a few days ago, this might coincide with that. If you haven't watched it, you might want to go back and see if you want to watch that and pick a card on there and see if it connects. And then here with the rabbits and the dog, these could be your sign. This could be their sign. They could be seen, or you can be seen. Remember to flip it where it needs to go. You could be seen, or they could be seen as quiet, elegant, kind, and responsible. The dates of the rabbit, I'm gonna just go from. Well, I'll just say them all. I'll just say all the ones that are here. 1927, 1939, 1951, 1963, 1975, 1987, 1999, and 2011. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna do. I mean, well, those are later on dates, but you know, nobody's. I mean, they're just born, so they're not gonna count right now. So, last one would be 2011 on that one. So the second one here is the dog. They can be seen, or you can be seen as lovely, honest, and prudent. The years for the dog are 1934, 1946, 1958, 1970, 1982, 94, 2006, 2018. Well, yeah, 2018 is way too young. So no, don't forget about 2018. I mean, like 2018 might be a year that somebody had a child or not. So you can go with that as well. 2023 could be the year somebody had a child as well. Then you have the goats in reverse. They don't see you or you don't see them as somebody who's calm, gentle, and sympathetic. They might be a little bit more headstrong and more of more direct. And what's the word I'm working? Direct and does this start with a B? Maybe brash. Here with narcissists, somebody could be narcissistic or have narcissist tendencies, or they could just have more of arrogance. Somebody could also consider them good looking. Somebody could have a cleft chin. Somebody could have dark hair. Somebody could have blue eyes, because I know Gaston has blue eyes. So they could think that maybe they think of them as a little bit more um, full about themselves in a sense, but maybe not in a bad way. They all see them as a hard worker. We got diligence here. Somebody could be in uh, cleaning services. They may see them as thrifty, not thrifty, but somebody who spends a little too much recklessly. With a thrill ride. Okay, so with this one, I don't see somebody as saying like, oh, they're not fun. It's more of like they're conservative about what, the stuff that they do. They could think of them as a little bit of a stick in the mud because you do have prudent here. Maybe they think of you as a stick in the mud, or you think of them as a stick in the mud. We also have wrath, barbaric. Somebody might have a little bit of a temper.
Wakey, wakey. The Sergeant Boy's breakfast milk is at McDonald's. With spicy Sergeant McMuffin, hash browns, bowls.
Somebody could have a beard. Somebody could have long hair. Somebody could wear their hair in a braid.
And participate in McDonald's while supplies last.
We also have stalker here. I'm not getting more sense of somebody sitting outside your window or door or something like that and just watching you from afar, like right down the street or something. Not like that. I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully not. But I am getting like somebody with gossip here. I'm getting more like social media, like somebody just sits behind the screen and just watches everything and listens for any gossip to see if anything is going on in their life or your life. Then you have Earth, fertility and creativity. Somebody could be an Earth sign. That could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be. You could be. Somebody could be thought of with fertility. Somebody could be thought of as like nurturing, motherly, creative. Somebody could draw or just doing something creative or just have creative ideas. Earth is also like wealth, abundance, stability. And then with here it says TikTok, running out of time, not a lot of time left. And then with monad, it's mainly like a chosen, like the chosen one in a sense. Like with divine twin and monad here, I think that could be more so in the sense of like this is a chosen opportunity if dealt with properly. But with the running out of time, not a lot of time left. Maybe there's a specific time frame for something to happen, and that's probably in the sense of making a move. Which over here we have soon and fall. Something could happen in the fall, or something needs to happen by fall time. That's in the fall. You have Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Also, when I was doing the timing deck, I was led to write down what was at the bottom of the timing deck. And for this pile, it says taking their time. So somebody's taking their time, but I'm guessing they're realizing they don't really have a whole lot of time left. That could be in the sense of like, if you drag your feet, you lose your seat, or you move your feet, you lose your seat. So this could be something like if you should make a move, it should be soon. But then we're going to get into this and see what they say on that. Alright, so meteorite. Take risks. Good luck. Make important life decisions. Positive change. So that's good. And then you guys spiral galaxy. Go with the flow of change, and you go from order to chaos. Maybe, or order from chaos. Sorry. So maybe your life, maybe they see your life as a little chaotic. order from chaos. So with growth and evolution, maybe I'm getting with the growth, it's more like growing up. Maybe somebody needs a little bit more growing up to do before they make a move. Doorway, transition, one door closes, another one opens. Moving on, positive change. New positive change. And then right here we have these violent delights. Number 28. Somebody could be in their 20s. Somebody could be born February 8th or 8, what was it? 8 August 2nd. The number 10 could be significant. 28 could be significant. See through the drama in games. You have been drawn into drama, something seductive, exciting, and dark. Conditions are unstable. If you are mistreating someone or are the one being mistreated, then this situation needs to come to an end. If you don't act with integrity, areas in your life will begin to suffer. Basically, like say if this person is like a chosen one, like somebody who's anointed or something like that, if you do them wrong in one way or another, you're going to start seeing certain areas of your life starting to suffer. Change your approach and act with honor and impeccability, even if it requires you to apologize or admit you had been dishonest or behave untowardly. So that could also be why the time is running out. 46. That's another, well, that's 2 tens there. You got 28, 8 plus 2 is 10, and then 6 plus 4 is 10. So that's 10, 10. 20 could be, like I said, somebody could be in their 20s. 20 could be significant. There could be a 10-year difference. There could be a 20-year difference. Like, there could be like an age gap in a sense. And then you have grand trine blessings. Everything is beautiful and nothing hurt. Easy flowing energy, an incredibly lucky aspect, right place, right time. Harmony, completion. Remember I said 10 is completion. Being in a good place, easy flowing energy, opportunity, and contentment. I think that's what I have for that one. So at this time, you probably have until fall to make whatever it is right in order to get it on a path where you can make a move and expect, a new positive. That could be what the new positive change is. It's like, okay, I see what I did wrong. I see what I got to make right. And you have probably until the fall season. And like I said, you also have soon. So something could be from now until fall. You have until now, from now until fall to make something right. Because I'm also getting at the same time, like with moving on, is it that you don't do that? There's a good possibility that you're going to fumble this person. This person's going to get fumbled. They'll either fumble you or you fumble them. I think that's all I got for pile number 4. Let me see what I got for the signs. We have Aries. We got air and earth. We have fire energy. Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces. Virgo, I mean not Virgo, we could have Virgo since I said it, but we also got Scorpio and Sagittarius. With the black and white here, somebody could be white, somebody could be black. Or like I said, there's a difference in something, whether it's race, whether it's age, whether it's nationality. Mm, Alright, I think that's what I got for that. Alright, so the pile number 1 is also in connection with pile number 4. So if you want to check out pile number 4, I will see you on that one. If not, I will see you on the next one, okay? Like, share, subscribe. Bye. Before we move on to pile number 2, I was also supposed to do charms. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so we have 2 flowers. Flowers can be significant. Cherries. A little square. That reminds me of the fixed. Butterfly. Transformation. You got your little dinosaur. Rainbows can be significant. Somebody could be of LGBTQ. Or rainbow babies are significant. Somebody could have a child, like some, child. We got the fact that, like, small, big and small hair, somebody probably does have a child. Something about being the same yet different. Flowers are the same, but yet they're different flowers. The butterflies are the same, but yet they're different kinds of butterflies. And the same with the heart, with the rainbows and different types. I forget what the fixed signs are, but you can always look them up to see. Because that's usually the fixed symbol is a square with this line in the middle. Okay, with cherries here, somebody could like cherry. I'm getting cherry limeade. Or I'm getting somebody wants to pop someone's cherry. Whether you actually are a virgin or they're a virgin or it's just been a long time. This is a raptor. So I mean, like with the raptor, I mean, dinosaur is also older, so somebody could be older. But you also have somebody, like I said, there was also rats, so somebody could be aggressive as well, so that could be confirmation on that. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I do not condone any type of like child stuff. Okay, like that's not what this is. Like if that's what you're doing, you need to go straight to hell. I ain't gonna lie, straight to hell. Don't be doing no child stuff. So, but yeah. All right, so that's what I got for charms. For now, we're gonna go ahead into pile number 2. All right. All right, pile 2. If you chose a pile 2, that's the Aventurine. And I'm either speaking to somebody who is married or is dealing with somebody who is in a committed, like you're in a committed relationship or they are in a committed relationship. Something's going on here. All right. So in the sense of time frame here, I'm getting spring equinox. Um, Again, we got spring twice, which is heavy spring. So you either met, and it's the same as pound 1. Like this could be something that's happening around that time, or this is when you met them. But springtime is significant. Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Spring, I believe, is Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Well, okay. Well, technically, the end of Pisces, because Pisces goes into Aries. Aries starts in 320. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, those will be your spring signs. So somebody here is either in a committed relationship or they're dealing with somebody who is in a committed relationship. Put it how it resonates. This could be either you or them, or it could be a little bit of both. You just kind of have to put it where it goes. So we have Make a Wish, Bashful, Peace in Reverse, Anxiety, Fallen Twin, Embarrassment, The Sigil of Lucifer. That means double energy. Somebody is in double energy. Somebody is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Or this is temptation. This is showing you a lot of temptation here. Then you got Saturn. My phone just vibrated there. Dark Magic in Reverse, Transformation, Courage, Ether, which is also Spirit, 12th House, Venus, the Eye of Ra, Kindness, and the Moon in Reverse. So this one, whoever is having the crush, they see this person or you see this person as wish fulfillment, and when you're around them or when they are around you, they're kind of bashful. In a way, you're disrupting this person's peace, or they're disrupting your peace and just giving you anxiety basically in your head about certain things. Like, say if they're the person, like either one, like say if you're in some type of committed relationship, whatever's going on is kind of making them wonder if they made the right choice in that relationship, and that's where the fallen twin comes in, with the ring falling over to its side. So I'm getting like very much with the triangle here, I'm getting like a triangle situation. Um, Whatever this is, it's going to cause an embarrassment of some sort. And like I said, you got the double energy and then Saturn with karma and then structure. So you got like a family. Somebody might have a family. Like even if they're not married, they obviously live with somebody and they have kids, most likely. And this, whatever this energy is going to have um, some very karmic repercussions. And then you got dark magic in reverse. This isn't some sort, like this isn't done for like, what you call it, somebody's physically doing something. Like I don't see somebody going to somebody's house. Like this doesn't necessarily mean actual magic. I'm thinking more in the sense of somebody going over to somebody's house and causing a problem, kind of like fatal attraction. I'm hoping that's not the case, but if you ever seen, I haven't seen the new Fatal Attraction. I've seen the '80s one where one part when he was refusing to be with her, she ends up taking their child's pet, cutting off its head, and then putting it in the stew in a boiling pot on their stove. So that's the stuff I'm talking about. I'm not seeing somebody coming to your house doing that or even keying your car or just causing problems. This is more or less like there's some type of energy there that's going to try, like with transformation, this is going to be kind of like a catalyst of what will happen, like what will transpire if you were to make this move, or if you don't make this move. It is going to take a lot of courage and, with spiritual strength. If you were to make, like, say if you're the one that's married and you were to make a move on your crush because your crush sees you as kind, sees you as somebody who's most likely charitable, which is, like I said, kind. But the energy, the fact that you're with somebody else is not good. With spring equinox, like I said, with the pile one, I also was called to look at the bottom card at on the bottom of the deck to see what it says. For pile number two, at the bottom of your deck of spring equinox and spring, it said legit no. So, should I make a move? It's a no. If this person is in some type of committed relationship, it's a no. Don't do it. Because it looks like um, whatever karma that's attached to this, you're not going to want. Especially if this person is somebody who is in double energy themselves. Like, say this person's married and is kind of like a hoe and is going to F around on his wife or significant other anyway. I wouldn't do it. It's a no. Don't do it. We got the moon in reverse something. Because with the moon upright, it means like something's hidden. But it's in reverse, so something's not hidden. So this might be something that's, like, say if you're at work and this is somebody you flirt with at work, or this person's reputation at work is very flighty, flaky, like going from person to person to person. So they can be a very nice person, but if that's what they're doing, like it's a no go. Okay, and then we're gonna go into close the door. All right, so we have black hole, acknowledging the void, and divine masculine for Mars. So, say that somebody's married or in a committed relationship and they're feeling um, like unsatisfied at home. Now they're filling the void with, like, say they're going to work or they're going through social media and they're getting those dopamine fixes of like getting flirting, getting the attention, and making themselves feel good for just that moment. That's that devil energy. That's that temptation. Then with Mars, divine masculine, don't avoid conflicts. Walk away knowing you'll be friends. Don't be afraid to express your emotions. So, like I said, with the emotions in reverse over here with the moon card, something's not hidden. So you're going to express something. Either they're going to express it, like say if they are, say you have a crush on this person who is married, and you're just going to shoot your shot because you want to. This person might actually be very committed to their spouse, and they'll let you know like it's a no. Like it's a no. I'm not that type of person. I'm with who I'm with, and that's it. Yeah, so that might be what may be embarrassing for you. How does my crush feel about me? If, like, say if I went up to somebody who's married and made a move thinking that, I would be able to get them to cheat on their spouse or their whatever, I would probably get a harsh rejection and it would be feeling very embarrassing. But something is definitely not going to be hidden. Got the Eye of Ra, power, fury, violence. They could probably see this in you. You could probably see this in them after they turn you down. Or just if you turn them down, this is how they start to act. We got endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, death, illusions, subconscious. Yeah, so this could be just a wish fulfillment. Like, say if say somebody wants to be kind of like a homewrecker, thinking that they can, and that all they have to do is just be a little bit, flirtatious because they want, like, flirt. Because I'm not getting just bashful, I'm getting kind of like flirty with this a little bit. Because they see somebody who's wish fulfillment, like they see somebody who's a good provider and all that, and then they shoot their shot, and then they're embarrassed because it's not going to go. It's a no. Like I said at the bottom of the card, it's a no. So this could be something that happens in spring equinox. Because I'm the type. So for me, for example, if I were somebody who's in a relationship, I'm extremely loyal. So it's a hell no. Like if somebody were to come on to me while I'm in a relationship, it's a no. It's a no. I chose who I chose. You need to go away. All right. So for over here, we have one. Herein lives wisdom. Listen, retreat, trust your intuition. So, like I said, put it where it belongs. You have access to the wisdom you seek. That could literally be this right here. All right. And then we have 12 strange invisible perfume. Who do you want to be? Ethereal, and glamour. So somebody could be wearing a mask to get what they want. And then we have 25 angelic fiends. Claim your desire, satiate your true craving. An intense emotion or desire won't leave you alone. Like I said, somebody's like plaguing their mind. Like the thought of you brings them anxiety. They have no peace with this. Like they could lie awake thinking about you, or vice versa. Insatiable hunger for attention, fixation, another person, obsessive need to achieve success, craving unhealthy substance or behaviors. And that's that black hole, acknowledging the void, basically using meaningless distractions to full hole that's within you. And then we have over here, number 3, Mercury mind, which is also communication. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh, otherwise they'll kill you. Now, I'm also getting that whole fatal attraction thing. If it's that freaking serious, legit, get a protection order. Get a protection order. Change your number, block them, get a protection order, all that. Um, Intelligence, communication, effort behind your talk. So basically, if you're going to talk the talk, you need to walk the walk. Word like things that are involved with this is speaking, travel, speed, coordination, adeptness, arguments, glibness, and technology. Then we have number 4, which is Venus. Love. Love is my religion, and I could die for that. Somebody could not be a little too right upstairs. Comforts, love, beauty, eating, sensing, relating, expensive purchases. Yeah, somebody could be a shopaholic. You could be a shopaholic, alcoholic, have some type of drug addiction. Like you're doing something to fill the void. And lust is one of those things as well. Alright, so we also got number 18. Oh wait, we got number 6. Saturn, truth. As she has planted, so does she harvest, such as the field of karma. Restriction, penalties, shattering experiences, disappointment, and growth. Got number 18, Virgo. I analyze, do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Daily routine, the body, healing, worry, details, usefulness, and hospital doors. Well, hopefully nobody does anything stupid. Because I'm starting to remember a scene in Fatal Attraction where when he refuses to be with her, she like slits her wrists to try and get him to stay. Hopefully nobody is that crazy. But we do have number 44. Revolution, major transformations, imperfect alignment, crisis, change, divorce. And also keep in mind, say that somebody is in a marriage and the person that they're with is like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like they do above and beyond to get this person to stay with them, and they really, really want to be with you. That could be a scenario as well. That person could see you as wish fulfillment. They have no peace. They're always filled with anxiety because of the shit that they're dealing with. The stuff that they deal with is embarrassing. It's just straight hard karma. But they would need, in order to get out of that, they would need to have courage, whether it's just physical courage or spirit, the spiritual courage. Like, when people say, like, sometimes if you go to God, just pray, that will help you, that get you through it, which is true. I found it very, useful. So, you could do that as well, or you can go to somebody you trust to give you good advice, or who's going to give you some type of support to be able to get out of a very toxic, like super freak. The fact that this came out is super freaking toxic situation. With power, fury, and violence, like I said, somebody could be dealing with someone who is just freaking off their rocker and they don't know what to do, man or woman. And this isn't hidden. This is known, whether by friends or family. But the person that they've met is shown them like a lot of kindness, like this is how they feel about you, or you can feel about them, like I said, place it where it goes. Somebody very nurturing, very kind. Maybe somebody has seen somebody who has been through a lot of shit. Yeah, so there's, I feel like that's it, what I got for that. So for signs, we have Aquarius, Libra, Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Libra again, Taurus, Cancer, Taurus again. We also had the numbers, maybe the first could be significant, the 12th could be significant, 25 could be significant, somebody could be in their 20s. 3 is significant, 4, 6, 18, 44. Somebody could be in their 40s. Somebody could just turn 18. Somebody could be born on the 18th. Somebody could be born on April 4th, April 6th, April 3rd, January 12th, January 3rd, February 5th, December 25th, December 1st, December 3rd, 4th, 6th, 18th. July could be significant. The 7th could be significant. The 9th could be significant. The 8th could be significant. August, September. Pretty much almost all 12 months. There are two piles that are connected to pile number 2. Each pile is in connection to another pile, so you can either leave as is, or you can go watch one of the other piles that this is connected to. This one, pile number 2, is also connected to pile number 3 and also pile number 5. Now go ahead and give me a moment. I'm going to put this away and I'm going to pull out a few charms. Okay. Okay. Color purple can be significant. Somebody can see somebody as a treat. We have mushroom here. If you're doing, when it's talking about overindulgences, somebody could be doing some type of drugs. We also have a flower here, but because it's like a rainbow flower, I'm getting more like acid or maybe LSD or some type of hallucinogenic trippy drug, maybe just weed. Gummy bear. Somebody can see somebody as like sweet and cute, or somebody eats edibles. With the sense of the dinosaur here, this is like a raptor, so I'm getting more of like violence, like how I was talking about somebody being violent. Somebody could be kind of predatory and just like always on the attack. Somebody could see somebody as like the pearl of their eye, apple of their eye, but it's more like a pearl, like somebody unique and specifically made for them. With the ice cream here, something about summer. Maybe you met this person in the summertime. Or maybe somebody likes to eat a lot of ice cream all the time. Strawberry again, that's usually associated with summertime. I recently saw the Mario movie, so maybe somebody's a Super Mario fan. with the bow here, and it's like, you know, tied into a bow. I'm getting like somebody's kind of like binded to somebody, like tied. This could be a bitter baby mama, bitter baby daddy situation.
Working across teams is tough,
Okay.
but Asana helps you handle it. That's because Asana is where humans and AI coordinate work together.
That's what I got that. Obviously, with the butterfly, that's transformation.
So everything.
Alright, so that's what I got for pile number 2. I'm going to go ahead and see y'all on to pile number 3. Or if this is the last of your piles, then I'll see you on the next one. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Love y'all. Bye. Okay, welcome back. We're on pile number 3. And that is going to be the Luck Stone. Okay. With the Luck Stone, we have here Do Not Disturb, Gluttony, Ninth House, Earth Stars, Sea Witch.
Mom, did you say Earth Stones?
Yes.
Earth Stones, tell me she like.
Earth Star is a type of. I'll tell you about it later, okay? Okay. Okay, then we have Sorcery in Reverse, and then we have the Horse, the White House, and then Neptune. So this person, how does this crush feel about me? They see you as somebody who's probably very private, somebody who's probably a foodie or is more thicker, somebody who probably is well traveled, is wise, philosophy, higher education, law, religious, ethics. An Earth Star is a hybrid of an Earth Angel and a Star Seed. When I was channeling about it before with my pendulum, it's apparently it's a very, very rare type of hybrid. Like there's a certain amount of Earth Angels and there's a certain amount of Star Seeds, and they're part of the 144,000. That's what I was getting with that. And there's a very, very few amount of Earth Stars, and those are the hybrids of those two. Then you have the Sea Witch and Throat Chakra. This could not necessarily, I mean, you could be a little witchy, or they could be a little witchy. But I'm saying again, somebody could be more of a thicker form. And then somebody could also have something about their voice. Either they're very boisterous, like they have a very loud, booming voice, or they could be very good singers. The weight could have nothing to do with it. It could be the fact that they have a nice voice. Something about their voice is very intriguing. And then Sorcery in Reverse. If you are considered witchy or in the occult, they don't see you as somebody who performs magic. Like, you know, does spell work or voodoo or anything. Just somebody. And if you're into that sort of thing, you might do something like along these lines. You might just do what you call it, something else, scrying. You could do something that, you know, some type of herbalist in some sense, but like you don't do anything that involves magic, like doing magic. The horse is animated, active, and energetic. That's how they can see you, or you can see them. With White House here, somebody could follow politics or be in politics.
You'll receive 2 100-watt solar panels absolutely free, plus $500 off the generator.
Neptune with inspiration, somebody could be seen as inspirational, like something about them is inspiring.
2200X with 2 free solar panels and $500 off before this deal disappears.
With time frame, we have so far, but yet so close in the harvest moon. And we have a lot of red and yellow here, so I'm getting very much like fall season, autumn. For the signs, we have Sagittarius. We have Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius. For the horse, the years right here, we have 1930, 1942, 54, 66, 78, 90, 02, 2002, 2020, 2014, and 2026, and we are in 2026 right now. So somebody could be having a baby in 2076, or like I said, this could be future energy. So this could be happening this year. We also have 2038, 2050, 2062, and 2074. Alright, so for these piles here, oh, by the way, for the bottom of the deck on these, I was also guided to look at the bottom of the deck after pulling for some timing cards. And for you guys, it was, the bottom of the deck was mutable. It was a mutable symbol card, so mutable adapts is more of change, adaptability. So with timing, that means something might have to change. Or it could be the changing of the seasons. And we also got crop circle out here. And crop circle gives me with the harvest. This is giving me a lot of fall. A lot of fall energy. Alright, so for time, creating a positive future. Stop holding on to the past, the what ifs, negative thinking, the Groundhog Day mindset. I love that movie. That movie was hilarious. Stop being on a loop, trying to replay what could have happened, what could have, like, what if I did this, what if I did that, like, what if she doesn't like me, or what if he doesn't like me, or what if I get embarrassed, like, you need to stop worrying about that and just, do instead of think. Usually you should think instead of do, but in this instance you should do instead of think, because it's putting you on a loop. Pay attention to the here and now. With crop circle, open-mindedness, acceptance, spiritual seeker, can't control things outside yourself. So again, we got the spiritual side of things coming out again. So somebody could, and it doesn't even have to be in any type of week. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I believe I did went over this part, right? Yeah. So we're on what these are. But yeah, just so you know, like, just in case I didn't go over it, for pile number 3, the timing for this is like some type of change. Either some type of change needs to happen with you, with them, or during the change of a season. You have also, where did I leave off here? I gotta remember where I was. Spiritual seeker, can't control things outside yourself, and that goes inside, coincides with the time, creating a positive future, letting go of what no longer holds you. Just understand that you can't stop what is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, like say about timing. I think we went over right timing. All about timing. Did we go over that? I don't know where we left off. I just put my kid to bed because it's a little bit. It was 7 o'clock was his bedtime, so I was just let me hurry up and put him into bed, and then I'm just like, as soon as I came down here, I'm like, I forgot where I left off. So I want to say we left off at crop circle, open-mindedness, and that's probably coinciding with somebody's spiritual aspects. Somebody with 12th house is also like intuition and your subconscious. So this could be somebody being inspired to be more spiritual or religious. It doesn't necessarily, like I said, it doesn't have to be Wicca or astrology or any type of divination. It could literally just be religion, plain and simple. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's all about how you use it. So over here we have number 15. Love, send me wings. Let love carry you. New worlds and dizzying heights. Take action on your dream. Tell your sweetheart how you feel. Must shift your reality in a way that opens portals of possibilities. So this is basically telling you like it's saying yes to making a move, okay? So but the thing is it's like there's something that needs to change in order for a move to be made.
Ridgeline, CRV, and Passport, all from the 2025 Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand. For a limited time,
Like say for example,
2026 pilot, a 2.99% APR, and 2026
I'm getting that big fat Greek wedding again, where he wasn't Greek Orthodox and she was, and he had to change for her in order to marry her. So there's that. You also have, what else it says, love send me, make possibility. Also, like with the change of the season, say you finally work up the courage to actually make a move, or say with the change, like say somebody who overeats ends up working out, and then they get the confidence to be able to ask their crush out. I'm not sitting here saying that the person that they're crushing on is superficial. I mean, they could be, but if they're not superficial, at least you're getting your health back on track. But the thing is like if you get yourself on track because of somebody else, and that somebody else rejects you, you can end up falling back into old patterns. So when it comes to working on yourself, you should do that for you first before you do anything for anybody else. Because you don't want to sit here and fall back on, fall off the wagon, so to speak. And then you have follow darkness like a dream, master your fear, explore your shadow, secrets, privacy, skeletons in the closet. Somebody could be gothic or artistic or mysterious. Are they you or them? They could be all those things. And we had do not disturb here, so somebody obviously does enjoy their privacy. Or say, because the red rooms is where people do photography. Sorry, this was like in the way and stuff. So, somebody could do photography, and when you are in the red room, you can't really expose your undeveloped film to light. So that could be somebody's story. Somebody could do photography. Okay, then over here, number 20, Scorpio, I transform. Put your ear down close to your soul and listen hard. Acknowledging desire, surrendering yourself to the depths will serve you at this time. Jobs, careers, expect intensity, restrictions, and demands. The words for this one would be transformation through desire, psychic ability. Again, like somebody could have abilities. Taxes, secrets. We have like I said, secrets before. Wins, losses, sexual attraction, sexual secret affairs. So somebody is very attracted to somebody here. This could be somebody you work with. When you guys are around each other, there's definitely like a very strong sexual attraction. There's just chemistry altogether. But somebody might be lacking confidence somewhere. Maybe confidence in their appearance. Somebody could have a difference in opinions when it comes to politics. Then you have first house. And I find this interesting that number 25 and 31 are, it's really crazy because first house, the body, I am not the perishable body, but the eternal self. So this is somebody who, okay, so this is somebody, either you or them, who basically sees their body as like a temple. Like, I'm not the perishable body. I'm not somebody that you can just use and throw away, basically. There are restrictions and demands. They might be demanding something to happen before they like give themselves to you in a way. This could be marriage. This could be even just the bare minimum of like just a basic relationship. It could be something that they're demanding. And that this is not what you're doing, then it's like, then there's, when it says wins and losses, like you win some, you lose some, it's like, well, like this person's not budgeting, this person has high standards, they're not high maintenance, they just have high standards, and if you're not even meeting them at their bar level, they're not going to lower that. You either have to bump yourself up to their level or bring something to them that they don't have. And that doesn't necessarily mean like wealth or material gain. It could be anything. But that's good. You shouldn't give somebody it for superficial reasons.
Plus flexible schedules, so I can balance my personal and professional.
First house of body, move ahead with confidence. You are rising, so appearance, the subject of your question. So it looks like somebody's also getting a glow up. It looks like somebody's definitely going to be in a glow up. Possibly by the fall season, somebody's going to be like, because it says transformation through desire, and then appearance, the way you come across, beginnings, new starts, the body, the face you showed to the world, like new projects. I'm getting a lot. Somebody's going to have a major glow up. This could be inspiring to somebody. And this could also get them to be very, very attracted to them. And because of that, it leads to most likely a seventh house where marriage is. It says like seventh house, which is number 31. Where are you? Right here. Partners, marriage is neither heaven or hell. It is simply purgatory. Represents the other, opposed by the first house, the self. So I find it crazy how these two are both here. So it goes from being all about themselves and then being also about the other person as well. So whatever transformation, whatever glow up happened, brought whatever person to be like, oh, okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I want to move. I have the confidence to actually to make a move, or now somebody's getting the courage to be like, oh, okay, I can see this person different. Like I see this person differently. It's like it's giving me that movie or show. I think it's a show. This summer I turned pretty. And then you had the fire element desire, and this is where that comes in, where it's like you got that body transformation, something glows up, somebody is just like, ba-bam. Holy shit. No, it's like, now I gotta swipe that up before somebody else does. So fire element desire. Passion, though a bad regulator, is a powerful spring. Expect changes to be dramatic and unforgettable way. Like I said, there's someone who's going to have a major glow up, and it's going to be like, what the just happened? Getting started, pushing ahead, strength, courage, daring, passion, and arousal. So that's giving you, like I said, mutable change. So some type of change has to happen, or this is going to be happening during the change of the season, and or both. It can be both. So far, but yet so close. Okay, so that's what I have for pile number 3. Yeah, pile number 3. Yes, pile number 3. I'm going to clear this up, and I'm going to pull out some charms. So hold on one second. Oh, by the way, 111 on the timer. By the way, this pile number 3, is also connected to piles 4 and 5. You can also look into those if you want to see if it connects to your life in any way, shape, or form. Okay? I'll get it later. Okay. There's a lot for this one. Somebody sees somebody as a very unique being. You got palm tree. Somebody could be in the islands or somewhere by the beach. Somebody could smell like daisies or cherries. Cherry ice cream. You got donuts. Somebody who probably likes Dunkin' Donuts or does coffee. Butterfly change. Heart. Yin and yang. Balance. Peace. Somebody could be saying it's peaceful, or, this is a peaceful union. Somebody makes each other smile. Somebody makes each other happy. Or like say every time you see them you smile. Or something about their smile. It's a gold rainbow with diamonds in it. Oh yeah, I also wanted to go over the numbers. Oh, I also wanted to go over the numbers too. Let me get this paper back up here. Okay. So let me finish the psychedelic. Somebody probably does something psychedelic with the mushroom, or they eat or drink something with mushroom. Something, or like Super Mario again. Got the color purple. Maybe somebody's traveling to the beach. There's a trip to the beach. Or maybe somebody's going on a cruise, or they're traveling overseas. I'm getting also rare. I'm also getting that song by Selena Gomez, Rare. Okay, so with the numbers over here, we have 15, 44, 20, 25, 31, and 37. Again, somebody could be in their 30s, somebody could be in their 20s. The 15th can be significant, the 8th, the 2nd, the 20th, the 7th, the 5th, 4th, the 31st, the 10th, March 7th, March 1st, February 5th, April 4th, January 5th. If I didn't go over the zodiac signs for pile number 3, let me know. And I'll put that in the, I'll just end up putting it in the description. I think I went over them, but if I didn't, let me know if I didn't go over the zodiac signs. Alright, so that is for pile number 3. And yeah, I will see you guys. If you're not going to go into the other piles to check them, which are pile number 4 and pile number 5, then I will see you guys on the next one. And like, share, and subscribe. Love y'all. Bye. Okay, welcome back. We are on pile number 4 when you would have chosen the Amethyst. So over here, alright, so how does my crush feel about me and should I make a move? So at the time frame here, we have solar eclipse and we also have the summertime, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. For the bottom of I was also to look at the bottom of the deck of the timing to see what it said, and your pile said maybe. Okay, something's a maybe. So over here is kind of like how they feel about you, and this is a little bit of that plus whether there might be a message in there as well. So somebody could be not an elder. Obviously, somebody could be like under 60 years. Somebody could also be older, but look younger than what they are. Now, again, this is a maybe. You got to put it as you see fit in your situation. Somebody can be seen as a jealous dark angel. Whether that's you or them, you got to put it where it needs to go. Or because somebody is older and looks younger than they are, they have a lot of dark angels that are jealous of them. Somebody could be seen as someone who's been through a lot of drama and chaos in their life and dealing with a bunch of obsessed, greedy, false twin relationships. The all-seeing eye represents the watchful presence of a higher power. So somebody most likely sees someone as a very highly protected shaman. Somebody could have shaman roots, or somebody could just be religious. Again, this isn't necessarily what it is. It could just signifying religion. Okay? This can be what you are, but like I said, put it where it needs to go. Also, lie signifies a high power, signifying that everything is observed and known by a divine entity. Serves as a reminder to live with morality and awareness of one's actions, the great architect of the universe. So, somebody has a connection to the all-seeing eye, the all high almighty. Somebody is protected, is like, not touch not my anointed. Somebody who is seen as someone who's been through a lot of deaths and rebirths. Like I said, like somebody who's been through a lot of false twin flames that are greedy and obsessed. Dealt with a lot of drama, chaos, but been reborn. Somebody sees someone who is very home-oriented, root, family, self-care, emotions, foundations, femininity. Somebody who's touching their feminine side, nurturing. That's the 4th house. Then you also have 7th house, relationship, contracts, marriage, partners, equality, sharing style. This could be how they see relationships and how they know, like, it's what they seek in a relationship. Like, they're reborn, so this is how they are looking for a relationship. You know what I mean? This is how say this is how this crush feels about you. They see you as this type of person. They see you as somebody who's been through hell and back and has set some freaking standards. Then you also have the monkey, the pig, and the dragon. The monkey is considered sharp, smart, and curious. The pig is considered compassionate, generous, and diligent. And the dragon is considered confident, intelligent, and enthusiastic. This is how you see them, or they see you. You gotta put it where it needs to go. You have the years 19 in the 1900s for monkey: 32, 44, 56, 68, 80, 92, 2004, 26, or 2016, 2028, 2024. Or 2040, sorry. Then the pig, you have in the 1900s, you have 35, 47, 59, 71, 83, 95. And then the 2000s, you have 07, 2019, 31, and 43. And then over on the dragon here, from the 1900s, you got 28, 40, 52, 64, 76, 88. 2000s, you have 2000 on the dot, and then 2012, 2024, 2036, 2048. Those years can be or have been significant. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead into what these are for you. Let's see. Okay, so you had the cosmic egg birth. You're ready to birth a new you. Change is coming. Suffered a series of endings. Like I said, you suffered a whole bunch of deaths and rebirths here. Turbulence, unsettling emotions. So, even though, like, it's, you're always going to have to be dealing with some type of turbulence, but you're better for they see you as somebody who's wiser now, who have seen what has happened, and we're not going, let's not go backwards, let's move forward, let's not go through the same thing over and over. It's kind of like, apparently you're not ready, you're not done getting your ass kicked yet, so we're just going to send you another karmic. Here's another lesson, seeing as how you haven't learned, and vice versa. Spoon flexibility prompts you to be more flexible, willing to bend and adapt. Okay, so say this person sees you as with high standards. Nobody's asking you to be settling or lowering your bar, right? But say if somebody has a gap tooth, is that really going to be a deal breaker? Or say somebody has a kid. Well, depending on the situation, you know what I mean? Like, you see it has a kid or two, whatever. So, say somebody has a child or children. Is that really a deal breaker? You know what I mean? If it is a deal breaker, what about this is a deal breaker for you? Because, I would understand somebody having multiple, like, baby mama, baby daddies or whatever. But say if somebody left a marriage and has 3, 4, however many children with that one person, is that a deal breaker for you, or is that something you're willing to work with? And stuff like that. Okay, and then we have over here number 16, Queen of Queens. Be the boss. Tap into your authenticity and your true version of you. Live in your power. Then you have There Is My Pledge. Transfer pain into action. Significant pain in the past that you feel has shaped and defined you. Reclaim your power and transmute the energy. Say this is somebody you're going. Say this is something you're going through right now. Like you're in a very bad relationship. You're in a bad way, and you have a crush, or somebody has a crush on you. You know, like, you obviously know you deserve better. You're going to have to find a way to get out of it. But once you get out of it, you're going to have to do some shadow work. I don't suggest jumping from relationship to relationship. I suggest getting out of something, working on yourself, figuring out what it is that you want and what you want to do out of life, and then go from there. But, like, jumping from relationship to relationship is just going to give you one karmic lesson after another until you finally learn. And then we also have number 45, dive into the fire. Let go, transform, rise anew, be a phoenix. Pretty much straightforward. And then over here we got Capricorn, I use time. The corrector when your judgment is near. Ambition, playing by the rules, moving up in the world, fame, infamy, and bones. With bones, I'm getting skeletons. And I feel more along the lines like it's once you just drop all this destruction, chaotic, dramatic, gritty, obsessed energy out of your freaking life, like you're just going to start moving up. That's a confirmation blow right there. Alright, and then we have Grand Cross, Provoker. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Area of tension, great catalyst for movement or change. So the thing is like once this person gets out of this situation, that's where that maybe comes into play. If this person continues to be in this situation or be in this energy, it's a no. But if they're able to get out of that and actually work on themselves the way they need to, it's a yes. Pressure, discipline, frustration, growth, defensiveness, competition, and victory. So somebody's obviously going to see themselves as being competitive towards other people. They either know that they have competition when it comes to you, because if they see you as somebody who's like the end all be all, like you're it, like you are so top notch, like you're the person that needs to be that trophy wife, trophy husband, whatever. You're the one that they want to be with. They're gonna need to feel like they need to compete for your attention all the time, because there's going to be other people that notice that too. But at the same time, they got victory here, so either way, they're gonna win. So as long as everything works out the way it needs to, it's a yes, it's gonna be victorious. Then you got Jupiter return, benefits. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So got, apparently this happens every 12 years, so 12 years is significant, whether that's the age difference or this is gonna happen in 12 years, so this happened 12 years ago. Or you have a 12-year-old, so you have a child that's in the preteens. Earned luck, fortune, rewards, profits, an auspicious year, future, and aspiration. So this is probably something they see somebody aspiring to be. So, and keep in mind, like, you can only help somebody as much as they allow you to help. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. For signs, I have Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Libra, Leo again, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and for numbers, we have 16, 19, 45, 22, 47, and 49. January 6th, January 9th, April 5th, February 2nd, April 7th, April 9th, the 13th, the 11th, the 4th, the 9th, the 10th, and the 7th, whether it's the day or the month. Somebody could be in their 40s, somebody can be in their 20s, somebody can be in their late teens. Somebody can have children in their late teens. And also keep in mind that this pile is also connected to piles number 3 and 1. All right. Anything else? No, that was it. Okay. So piles 3 and 1. I'm going to go ahead and clear this up and pull out some charms. And I'll see you real quick. Okay, I'm back. So also when I was putting everything away, I was getting one other scenario. Say your crush is actually envious about how you look. I mean, that's a little bit of a twist. They could be obsessed with the way, like with your beauty. They could be obsessed with the material things that you have. They could just be like, your crush could just be obsessed with you and everything that you have going on with you. Okay, so that's that's another scenario I was getting. All right, so charms. Okay, rainbow, the moon, cherries, a rose, cherries twice. The beach is significant. Alright, so somebody could be fixed, like a fixed sign. They can also be fixated on you. That's where that obsession comes in. When I'm getting cherries here, I get the sexual component of cherries, whereas they want to pop that cherry type deal, and apparently it's very strong here. Then somebody could be a rare rose. They can feel like when you're around them, they can feel like electric. They can just feel electricity between the two of you. You got croissant. Somebody can be a bakery. Somebody can work in a bakery. And getting like going for coffee, pastries. Somebody can be French. Somebody can think of somebody as their little croissant or whatever. Beach is very significant. Somebody could, like, again, somebody could be traveling to the beach. Somebody could live at the beach. Moon. Secrets. They could have a secret obsession. We could be getting something with LGBTQ too. Something could be about, two males.
I survived a sudden cardiac episode where I coded.
But, there's no gender when it comes to the energy here.
A well-span. I went from having a 5% chance of living to working out 5 times a week. Don't stop. Own your heart out.
What I'm getting with the whole, also with the whole pop in the cherry thing, you might want to be careful because you can end up pregnant with the pearl inside the clam here, or the oyster. Somebody could be giving someone a rose on their first date. Somebody's favorite flower can be rose. Somebody's name could be rose. Getting Harry Potter. Somebody could be a Harry Potter fan. Somebody can be the star of the show. Or they are a star. Somebody can have a star. Somebody can have any of these as a tattoo. I don't know why I'm starting to get heavy tattoo. Or with the whole French thing, somebody could be well traveled or travels a lot. I think that's it. I'm getting for you. Somebody can own a horse or live on a farm, live near a farm. I'm also getting, because this is like mythical fantasy, somebody has wild fantasies about you. Like, they definitely fantasize. Okay. Alright, so that's what I got for pile number 4. Like I said, pile number 4 is also linked to pile 3 and pile 1. You can check those out if you like. And I will see you guys on the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. Or I'll see you on the next pile. Okay? Love y'all. Bye. Alright, and we're back. Welcome back to pile number 5, the very last pile. If you chose this pile, then it was the tiger's eye. So we have timing, and then we have how they feel, and some messages and clarification through here. Okay? So for timing wise, we have chance encounter, needs more work, not yet, but very soon, and summer solstice. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is that whoever you met, whether you or them, I mean, well, obviously you guys met each other, so never mind on that. It was a chance encounter. Like, it just happened by chance. Like, it's like a meet cute. Like, this person just happens to be a meet cute. Like, somebody could, like, say, for example, you go on a blind date and the person you meet ends up having the same name but is not the person that was on the photo, and vice versa. So that couple ends up being on a date, and then you end up being on a date, and that just happens to be the way you met, and then you actually hit it off, and vice versa, or whatever. Something like that. Or somebody can confuse somebody for somebody else, and that's how you meet. You run into them, like, oh, like, this is just a fender bender, and you end up going on a date to make up for it because you find them attractive or whatever. You send numbers, you go on a date, something like that. There is some type of encounter that just happened by chance, and that's how you met them. Needs more work. The connection can need more work, whether it means communication or needs more work in the senses of you as a person or them as a person. Like there's some things they need to work on before any type of move. Like, and should I make a move? Any type of move that can be made. Something needs to be worked on first. Like I said, communication, whether it's personally you need to work on yourself, or like financially you're like, I'm not financially set yet where I want to be before I can start dating and making a commitment to somebody. Something needs more work. Not yet, but very soon. And summer solstice, that is literally right around the corner, so that's not yet, but very soon. So something in the summertime could be significant. I was also led to read at the bottom of the deck on what it says for the timing, and it says no chance. So for some of you, there's no chance. Okay, so I'm not saying this is for everyone, but it's if whatever that needs more work doesn't get done, then there's no chance. There's no chance in hell. Like, if you're not going to sit there and be communicative about how you feel, or just, even just having communication with somebody, there's no way in hell. You know what I mean? It's like, why breadcrumb somebody? Why fall for the okie doke when somebody else can give you the whole freaking bag of chips? You know what I mean? Why get crumbs when you can get the whole fucking bag from somebody else? Like, fuck that. Like, no. Come correctly, or no chance, not at all. All right. Somebody can see someone. How does my crush feel about me? Somebody can see somebody as with the sun as core identity. Somebody who sees themselves as like, who knows who they are, right? Somebody can be patriot, like can be a very patriot to their country, to their religion. Like, somebody holds firm to their beliefs. And the Emperor also clarifies that. Somebody who's a strong go-getter, gets things done. Somebody can see them as their Emperor, and them as their Empress. Like, they could be their Empress and they could be the Emperor. You know what I mean? Somebody could be seen as a father figure. Somebody could be a father figure. Or somebody sees them as potential father figure. Somebody could be in the military. Somebody could be older. Asian ancestry. Somebody could not just be military, but somebody could be born in military. Like, they could be like a military brat. Somebody could be seen as a star seed, or they are a star seed. Somebody could be looked at as somebody whose heart is, I wouldn't say they're heartless, but like, and they're completely, closed off, but they're just using their heart a little less. They're not completely closed off, or they could be. Like, they're trying, like, with that change, what needs work could be the heart chakra. Somebody needs to work on their heart chakra, being a little bit more open. We also got secrets. Somebody could have secrets, or somebody wants to keep it secret for now, or wants to keep their feelings secret for now. Yeah, because you got love here. Yeah, somebody wants to keep their love a secret. Somebody could be a little bit prideful, or they can see you as a prize, vice versa. With the plunger here, what do you use the plunger for? You unclog things. So somebody who's been through a lot of shit in their life. This could be, you could work together or not, but with just business, is that even though you work together, You don't see them as something just as business, and it scares you. And not only does it scare you on that, but you're afraid to fumble them. You're afraid to lose them. You're afraid that if you make this move and you move forward with it, like you could lose. Like say if you're work friends and you make a move and you know like, oh yeah, like we're gonna be together, but it starts working, and then something happens and you fumble and you lose that friendship. Somebody can be seen as brave, confident, and competitive. Somebody can be seen, that's the tiger here for the Chinese zodiac. The years for that are in the 1900s, you got the 26, the 38, 50, 62, 74, 86, 98, 10. In the 2000s, you have 2010, 22, 34, 46, 58, and 70. You have sixth house and third house here. Sixth house, somebody can be seen that's health conscious, fit, like very much about their fitness, analytical nature. Somebody who I want to say like an analyst. That's what it is. Somebody can have pets. Somebody with work habits. Somebody could be what's that word? Diligent when it comes to work. And with the emperor here, like I said, a go-getter. Sense of usefulness, like they know when they see something, they get it done. That's the go-getter energy. They don't need to be told what to do. They see it and they go get it. Thoughts, communication. Like I said, like if communication is what's needed, you need to do that. Siblings. Somebody can have siblings. Interests, neighbors, early education. Somebody can work in early education. Somebody can have a young child. They could be neighbors. Somebody's very like logical. They think logically. They don't think with their lower extremities. They think with their head a lot. For signs, we have Leo, Aries, Aries again, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini. Okay. So now we're going to get into these. And you know what's crazy is that we have tiger's eye for the stone, and then we have the tiger down here for the Chinese zodiac. So here we have cosmic lamp, ultimate truth, and lightning flash, creative inspiration. So with creative inspiration, lightning flash, this could be in the sense of somebody thinking that somebody is very inspirationally creative, and somebody could be creative, inspirational. Even though it's wrecking ball and not a lightning bolt, I'm getting like somebody, like I came in like a wrecking ball, like this happened like just suddenly like a lightning flash, and that's that chance encounter. And then cosmic lamp, ultimate truth. I feel more of that as like authenticity. You need to find your truth and be your truth. With your secrets here, you have like you need to be more honest with the person, communicate more. And then when I was getting a lot of this stuff here with the star seed, you have somebody who's also very spiritual. Somebody is very much in connection with the unknown. So with number 22, you guys, spirits riseth, fear nothing, spiritual, witchy, magical, magician. And then you have 23, beauteous, freedom, admit your feelings, be yourself, find your path, do shadow work. You can't outrun a shadow. You can always try to keep your shadow behind you, but eventually your shadow comes in front of you and you're going to have to face your shadow. So just keep that in mind. So that's where that needs more work. It's crazy how everything literally just starts to connect with each other. And it's with every single last one of them too. So we also have, last row over here, we have number 30, a vision full of majesty. Answer the call, take devotional action, trust yourself, intuition, and your vision, spiritual orientation. And we have sun out here twice. And that's against spirit. So sun, spirit, there is vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there's only one of you in all time, this expression is unique. So life force, power, influence, radiance, the heart chakra. Remember, frozen heart, somebody needs to work on their heart chakra. Stage presence and charisma. So whoever this person is, they either you or them feels that you're just like amazing. You're radiant. Like there's no one else like you. And then you have moon, soul. All things come to the soul from the roots, from where it is planted. Mystery, feeling, hidden messages, secrets, overindulgence issues. Dreams, the soul. Somebody definitely dreams about them. Deep love. Somebody's wise. They seek this for, somebody seeks them for advice. Somebody sees somebody as very wise. And mysterious. They the dark with the dreams and memories, like I said, somebody dreams about them, somebody daydreams about them, somebody remembers the memories that they had together, like a lot, but they're not communicating. There's no it's like there's no communication. This keeps talking about communication. The fact that it keeps talking about communication means there's no communication. Because you got air element, all actions result from thought, so it is thoughts that matter. So all they're just in their head. There's like no action. So it needs more work. That's what I'm saying. Like if there's no action and it's just thought after thought after thought, like there is no chance. That's what it says right here. There's no chance at the very bottom of it. If you do not work on that, then you're just it's just watching a tumbleweed roll by you. Not even a tumbleweed, because this person is radiant. Like it's like watching something that you've always wanted just roll by you. You don't even reach out to it. You just dream about it, even though it's right there and within your grasp. You can literally reach out and touch it. And you can even call it. You can text it. You can probably email it. You can probably direct message them in their DMs, but you're not, or they're not. Communicating, all actions result from thoughts, so the thoughts that matter. Think it over first, put some mental effort into your actions. Okay, here's the thing. If you have been in communication with them before, like you guys, like say you guys are in and out, like inconsistent communication. And then all of a sudden you want to come out of nowhere and be like, oh, hey, I've been thinking about you. I want to, see where this goes. It doesn't work that way. You need to put more thought into it. You need to be logical about it. You can't just come out and say it. It's kind of like, I'm not saying play a game, but you have to play your cards right. Literally. You have to play your cards right. Because if this is in and out energy, depending on how bad the in and out energy is, like if it's say this is like baby daddy, baby mama in and out energy, dude, it's not the playing the cards right. It's you are walking on eggshells. You're gonna have to walk in between every inch eggshell and make sure you don't crack nothing else. All those eggshells are all the inconsistent moments. And if you step on one of those eggshells, you're gonna go back to the beginning. But if not, it's just you're just gonna play your cards right. It's not in the sense of manipulation. You gotta be authentic. You gotta be true. You gotta be authentic in how you're willing to feel about stuff. Especially like, say somebody does have kids. Is that something that you're willing to put forth the effort in? Because if somebody is really about their children, they're not going to put a man before their kids. They're not. Or a woman before the kids. If they're really that much into their kids, like they love their kids, they put their kids first, they're not going to let any man or woman come in and be before them. That's a no. Like, it's a package deal. Like, are you willing to see yourself in that commitment? And vice versa. And if it's a no, then, you're just going to be all up in your thoughts. You're just going to be in the what ifs. Travel, flight, writing, abstract reasoning, science, technology, impartiality. Somebody could be a writer. Somebody is saying here to also put your mental effort into actions. Put your talk into action. Be logical. So, like, say if you're an artist of some sort, whether it's writing, whether it's painting, whether it's music, singing, anything like that. Those are ways that you can, one, get your thoughts out there. If you don't plan on making a movie, you don't want this shit in your head, then I suggest you put it into writing, put it into art, put it into some, like, transmute that energy so you're not just stuck with it and you're not just festering. Because once this person finds somebody that really wants to be with them, that's just going to tear your ass apart. So you either do something, do action, and make a plan to do something about it, or you let it go, transmute the energy into something else and just move on. That's where the no chance comes in. Okay, so I went over the signs, didn't I? Yeah, I think I went over the signs. Yes. Alright. So for the numbers, we had 22, 23, 30, 1, 2, and 39. Somebody could be 39 years old, somebody could be 30s, somebody could be born on the 1st or in January, somebody could be born on the 2nd or in February, somebody could be born on the 22nd, the 23rd, the 30th, the 4th, the 5th, February 2nd, February 3rd. Somebody could be born in March or on the 3rd of a month. January 3rd, January 2nd, March 9th, September 3rd, September 2nd, September 1st, September 6th. Okay. Alright, so just so you know, I did this for also all the other piles. This pile is also in connection to piles number 2 and 3. You can also look into those. One second. He dropped his remote. Okay. I heard a big bang and I was like, what was that? Alright, so you can look into piles number 2 or 3 to see if there's any more information in there for you as well. I'm going to clear this up real quick and pull out some charms. Hold on one second. Okay. Every time I see this dinosaur, I think of that. I've been seeing some Facebook, like some reels on Facebook or whatever, where they go dinosaur. And like they have these pictures of these headless dinosaurs. Like they're not obviously headless. It's just the head. The picture of the head is like cut off, and like they put their lizards on the like say it's like a laptop thing. And they put the dinosaur and go dinosaur. Sorry. I think it's funny. This purple butterfly keeps coming out. We got 2 roses out here. Rainbow. Butterfly. A heart. Blue. This is very boy oriented so far. With the butterfly and 2 flowers here, I'm getting more transformation in some, because like it goes from a seed into a beautiful rose, and then it goes from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. So somebody's transforming into something beautiful. That could be the relationship. That could be themselves. Somebody wants to give them the whole heart, or if y'all ain't careful, if you guys do get together, somebody could be having a boy. We also got rainbow here. Maybe somebody's going to have a rainbow baby, or somebody does have a rainbow baby. Somebody could be seen as peaceful. We got older. What happened here? Oh, I was about to say, what's going on? Somebody could be into dinosaurs. Paleontology. I think we got star seeds. So we got the star coming out again. I'm getting like peaceful energy. Star quality energy. I'm getting this more as like an internal thought. Like, they're just screaming in their head like, ah, like internally they're just screaming like they can't do anything about it. Whatever they're feeling, they can't do anything about it. That's what I'm getting with this guy. But the problem is like they literally can. They can do something about it. They just need to do it. But they're not. The thought of it probably makes them run away screaming. With the blue heart too, that's heart chakra. And that frozen heart, that could be also like an icy heart. That's probably clear. That might be clarifying that. I feel like this is an eraser. Yeah, it's an eraser. So somebody might have to erase something from their past in order for them to begin anew. A rainbow here. Okay. I'm getting like the Beauty and the Beast scenario. Like you got the Beast here, you got the Beauty. So, alright. Well, I think that's all I got for you guys tonight. If you like what you got today, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys on the next one, alright? Love ya. Bye.